Joining me now is Senior Marketing and Creative Director of United We Dream Action, Juanita Monsalve, and Angelo Carusone, President and CEO of Media Matters. Angelo, don't hate me if I butchered your last name there. I hope I said it correctly. All right, perfect. Juanita, I want to start off with you because this report that I read was really insightful. And so I'm curious your thoughts. How are young Latinos' online and TV habits offering political clues for 2022? Because both parties, like we just said, are vying for their votes. So what exactly does this forecast when it comes to midterms?
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm so glad to be here with you and all of your amazing viewers. So I'll start there. Thank you for having me. Listen, I think that this research is particularly important, as you said, because it tells us a lot about what we might see in 2022 and even more what we might see in 2024. So for us, it was really important to take a look at what type of anti-immigrant narrative is out there, how is it being weaponized against our communities, and what are they consuming in this moment. Part of what we discovered is that young Latinx women 18 through 35 are consuming a wide variety of news, and they are engaging with stories about immigrants. While for young Latinx men, again, 18 through 35, what we found is that they're a lot more insular. They're in a virtual world, and they aren't consuming much media about immigration and immigrants. And the reason why that's important is because it presents a huge vacuum that could very easily be weaponized and taken advantage of by bad actors. So we need to get out there and engage with them right now if we want to see them engage with us in the 2022 election and much more in the 2024 election. Right now, they're being left behind when it comes to actually being ensured that they're engaged in voting,
Outreach,
and also when
outreach,
it comes to yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Well, you brought up Latino men, and I want to get your take on this, Angela, because like she talked about, Latino men over the age of 36, they're the primary audience for these clusters on YouTube, news clusters. They also encounter a lot of disinformation, polarizing anti-immigrant stories. I'm curious, how can reputable information outlets or reputable information find this specific demographic?
It's going to be, I mean, this is going to be a real challenge because everybody's behind. And I think that's one of the big alarm bells that was reflected in this story and the observation you just made. I always try to look for the easiest things that are achievable first that, won't fix the entire problem, but will start to make meaningful gains. And one thing that's really clear is that there's an absolute discrepancy in the way that social media companies, particularly YouTube and Facebook, enforce their existing rules about disinformation. So yeah, there's a lot that has to be done that's more, but one thing that's clear that can be done is they can apply the same standards as it relates to things that are already against the rules. So if you're going to take down very, very explicit anti-immigrant, anti-hate, and election misinformation in English language, but you're going to leave the exact same material up and proliferating widely in Spanish language, that's going to be a real problem. And that's happening every single day on the platforms. And part of it is because they haven't made the investments. And so that's one piece. The second piece is that, and I think this gets to your more specifically about news agencies, is they're gonna have to meet people where they are. And one of the big takeaways, not just from this analysis that United We Dream did, but every other piece of research over the last 2 years that's come out, is that it's more peer-to-peer. It's closed groups. Young Latinos in particular. Yeah, I mean, they're using WhatsApp almost 2.5 times more than every other demographic in the population. And so if we're not thinking about doing research, doing reporting, and thinking about those as part of the information landscape, we'll never be able to get a hold of the narrative and then the responses.
And it's twofold, right? Because there are the news outlets that must, have more diverse voices and talk directly to these demographics and see people who look like them on camera. We have a 50% initiative here at MSNBC. I hope that some of other outlets will have that same goal. But that helps reach this demographic as well. Juanita, I want to ask you, because your group and you have actually trained people, trained your members to go out and combat some of these messages. So 2 questions. One, why are there so many anti-Black and anti-immigrant messaging that targets the Latino community, that weaponizes communities of color against each other when so many of our challenges are shared? And 2, what advice can you offer our viewers to combat some of that misinformation that they're faced with when talking to friends or family members?
Definitely. Thanks, Tiffany. Listen, I think that at the end, I think you're getting exactly of why they're doing this. There are both the anti-immigrant narrative, anti-Blackness narrative are being used as wedge issues to separate our communities and to be able to separate the coalition of color that exists that we've been building for years when it comes to voting, right? And so the more that they're able to put us against each other, the less likely that people are going to show up at the polling stations. And so that's really the intention of using these types of wedge issues of disinformation against our communities. When it comes to disinformation, I do think that Angela's right. Part of it is us being empowered and given the resources, which is what our group tries to do, giving the resources to our members so that they can fight it whenever they encounter it. I think it's really important for our members, for our viewers to be questioning where this information is coming from. What is the intention that is behind this? How could this impact my communities before you, after you consume any content, right? So don't consume anything blindly, be asking those questions and be communicating with your family openly and willing to walk through the conversation without the intention of being aggressive. So I think it's very important for folks to be also searching for trusted resources like United We Dream. Join groups in your communities that you know have the best intention in mind for your communities as well. Yeah. They're going to be producing information that is helpful to you as well.